It is Saturday, September 5th, 2020. We're here at Algonquin Park for an 8-day canoe trip. We're on Lake Opeongo right now, heading to the North Arm. Then we're going down the Crow River tomorrow. For the third day, we're going down the Crow River into Lake Livial, and then south towards Round Island or Round Lake, and then back out to the east arm of Opeongo. So we got a few days to go through the whole park, or this section of it anyways. It's very dark clouds today. It looks like a lot of rain in the forecast this week, and straight ahead is very black and doesn't look so good. For this trip, I'm using Jeff's maps of Algonquin Park. This is the central map, version 5.0. This is an overview of the trip. Water access 11 into Lake Opeongo, heading up the North Arm. Day 2 into Crux Lake, starting the Crow River to Big Crow Lake. Day 3, heading down the Crow River and staying on the Crow River. Day 4, making our way into Lake Livial and staying on there. Day 5, making our way into Dixon Lake, 5K portage into Round Island Lake. Day 6, making our way into Booth Lake and staying on Tatler Lake. Day 7, making our way up the Opeongo River through Rainy Bay, staying on the East Arm. Day 8, leaving the East Arm and heading back to Water Access 11. Starting at Water Access 11. This is Lake Opeongo. We made our way to the North Arm and camping at this site, which is 2 away from the portage into Crux Lake. So these are the black clouds that we're going into, and every so often you can see it raining in the distance, but we've been pretty fortunate right now. Just a couple drops, no thunder yet, only in the distance. I'll hope for the best. Yeah, nice and sunny out. No, the rain's coming down pretty hard right now. And yeah, it's way worse up there, so we're just going into the heart of it. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. We're just tucked away behind a little bay right now, but we have to cross this bay, which doesn't look very nice out there. So we're just taking a quick break and then hammer across that. We're almost at the north end of Opeongo Lake now. Starting to get some sunshine, but then it goes very much black, and that's where we came from. We've been in the rain for like a solid hour, lots of gusts, but at least we have a little bit of sunshine now. Hopefully it stays the rest of the day. Just keep making our way down here. We've made it to camp. We had a break in weather. We were able to set the tarp up, and just in time because the next rainstorm's coming through. Comes through in pretty powerful waves, and then the sun comes out for a bit, and then the next one. So we'll show you around camp later on when we get all set up. This is going to be camp for night 1 here on Opeongo Lake. It's got this awesome beach with just like little stones, small gravelly beach, and huge coastline. Just got some stuff drying. We keep getting these windows in the weather, and it's a nice open site. A couple benches, fire pit. Oh, there's a tarp up, and just got the tent over here. And there's lots of flat areas for good tent pads. Yeah, definitely a wide open campsite. Not sure if we'll get firewood yet or at all, just because it keeps raining on and off. The last couple times hasn't been as hard, so maybe it's almost done. Definitely hard to tell. But it's a beautiful lake. I've seen a lot of these here. These white ones. Neither one is open yet. They start out as these little bubbles. And there's also some type of coral fungus or like a bare tooth comb. There, well, this one just fell off. It's very brittle, almost like a cauliflower. It just falls apart. Cooked cauliflower, kind of. And I think those little ones will open up to these big ones. They push a lot of debris away. And I believe they're gilled mushrooms. And this one's totally done. And they just kind of pop up everywhere. So I've seen a few of these here. I'm not sure what they are. But they got pretty thick gills. The gills are really wrinkly. Overlapping each other. So we have this beautiful combination of a sunset surrounded by storm clouds. And it's raining pretty good. And I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but it's actually a double rainbow there. You can see it connecting to the water. A little bit of a halo of a double rainbow. Very beautiful. It's been a few hours since we've had rain, so hopefully it doesn't last long. Looking at the sunset, it shouldn't. This is a finished product of chili mac. It's always a good staple on the trip. And this is going to be our view of the evening as daylight slowly retreats. Good morning. It is day 2 here on Opeongo Lake. We're heading over to Prux Lake today. It's just a small portage and then some creek traveling. So it'll be a pretty easy day. Then there's a couple hikes we can check out on Prux Lake. It's a beautiful morning right now. Nice clear sky. The moon's still out. It's 8 degrees. Got pretty chilly last night after all that rain. So hoping for some nice sun today. It's a beautiful morning here on Opeongo Lake. Just a little bit of mist floating across it. Nice blue skies. I'm not sure what the weather's supposed to be like. Yesterday wasn't supposed to rain, so got high hopes that today won't. Day 2, leaving the north arm of Lake Opeongo. We made our way into Prux Lake, heading down the Crow River, making our way through into Little Crow Lake, and then into Big Crow Lake, where we camped just beside the Crow River again. This is where the Fire Tower trail is, up towards the Fire Tower. Check out this cluster of lobster mushrooms. There are so many mushrooms. That is so cool. I've never seen this many in one spot before. That's awesome. It's not actually a mushroom, it's more like a parasite that feeds off mushrooms. Very cool. This is Prux Lake. We're going down the left to Crow River. And we'll follow that a little bit into Big Crow Lake. We're just entering the Crow River. And it's quite the landscape all around. Lots of very tall hills. There's a Crow River there. We're just making our way down the Crow River. It's a nice and open river, just kind of meandering our way through it. Really quiet here. We are just coming out of the Crow River into Little Crow Lake. There's a few campsites on this one, and then we're heading over to Big Crow. That's going to be our camp for the night. We just got to camp and we're having lunch before we do anything. And we got sardine wraps and got some fresh dill from the garden, cheese, Tex-Mex, and some hot sauce on there. gonna be a really good lunch. There's another little fly jark, and this guy's actually opened up a bit more as well. And these were the mushrooms. I didn't know what they were last night, but there's quite a few of them. And they got these gills that are kind of different lengths and overlap each other. Almost look like trumpets, maybe. They're just kind of all over. Mushrooms everywhere. So there's an old fire tower up on top of this hill, and I think it's a ranger's cabin down by the water, and the trail's in behind there. So we're gonna try to get to the top of that this afternoon. This is the Big Crow cabin, marking the start of the hike up to the fire tower. Half a mile that way, and there's a huge white pine. So this is a view from the cliff at the fire tower hike. To the left's Little Crow Lake. This is Big Crow Lake. And our camp is just around the corner there. I can't quite see it. What a beautiful view up here. So this is the fire tower on Big Crow Lake, and we're going to try to get to the top of that. Pretty high up there. This is a view from up top of the fire tower. There's Little Crow Lake, and here's Big Crow Lake. And our camp is straight over there where the sandy beach is. And kind of see the Crow River. Yeah, this is up top. Incredible view. And that's the view down. Looks like the fire tower burnt. A long way down. And that's back towards Opeongo. This is camp for night 2. It's got this beautiful beachfront. Really good water access. It's shallow for a long ways out, like 50 feet or so. I got the rope for the bear barrel, and just finished cutting firewood. Everything's all dried out from the storm yesterday, so we got lots of firewood, logs, splits, little stuff to get it going, lots of benches. Fire pit's nothing much. And it's just got everything kind of hanging out to dry. Not a whole lot for flat tent pads. This was the best we could find. And then just got the tarp back here. I believe it might rain tonight based on a previous forecast, but it's really hard to say. We are expecting a lot of rain this week, so it very well might. Tonight for supper is a sidekick concoction. I believe it's a chicken fusilli with hamburger, mushrooms, and tomatoes, peppers, onions. And it's almost done. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's coming along nicely. It's really cooling off now that the sun's getting low in the sky. It's almost going to be dusk. It's really quiet, no wind. It's beautiful. So this is the finished product with fresh dill to garnish it. And we got a beautiful sunset. We're going to sit in the shade because it's quite bright out there. And enjoy this fine evening.